What can you expect from a child custody hearing? The initial child custody hearing for temporary custody will be a brief hearing that usually lasts from an hour to 2 hours, and that includes both sides. So your side may only be given 30 or 45 minutes to present its case. What the court is trying to do in a temporary custody hearing is figure out what has been going on, what were the issues that led to the parties not being together, and are there any major issues with either side having a drug or alcohol problem or having unstable housing. That is what the court is looking for in temporary custody, and the court will oftentimes lean towards doing something similar to the status quo as long as it's fair to both parties. This hearing is very fast, it goes by quickly, and you need to be very prepared with very good questions to get your information out because the temporary hearings are very short. When it comes time to a permanent custody hearing, which in Johnston County is usually about 6 months after the temporary hearing and about 8 months after the initial filing, and in Wake County is about 4 to 6 months after the initial filing and can be 18 months after the initial filing for permanent custody, you can have as much time as your lawyers believe are necessary to delve into all of the facts of the case, whether that's 1 day or 2 days, whether you need experts about parenting or mental health situations or substance abuse issues. You can then delve into all of that. A temporary custody hearing is not appealable and is non-prejudicial to either side, and a permanent hearing is appealable and is prejudicial moving forward to each side. It is very difficult to modify a permanent custody order. To modify a permanent custody order, you have to have a substantial change of circumstances since the prior order was entered. You have to have no burden to modify a temporary custody order other than what you want the court doing, being in the best interest of the child, and that is different than what the court did at the temporary hearing. So a temporary hearing, short, brief, non-appealable. Permanent hearing, as long as necessary, difficult to modify, and appealable to the Court of Appeals.